Celebrate diversity. All aboard. Dare to dream. And now, open up. We visited the host broadcaster of Eurovision 2020 to find out how it came together.
As soon as we won, we started to have conversations with dozens of people from across the country. More than 100 people told us what they expect from a Eurovision Song Contest in the Netherlands. And we asked them, what would you like to tell about your country to the rest of Europe and the world? And one thing that kept coming back in those conversations was that the Netherlands is an open country. We are open-minded people, we speak our minds. So we said we had to do something with the word open, and that's how we came up with the slogan and the theme, Open Up.
What is it really about?
Open Up is first of all a positive invitation to open up to each other, open up to music, open up to different cultures. We also wanted to convey a message that fits with the spirit of our time. We live in times of increasing polarization. We live in times where freedom is not as self-evident as it used to be. People are concerned about their freedom to be who they want to be, to speak their mind. And we believe it's important to invite people to open up, because what is your freedom to, for example, speak your mind? What is that worth if there's no one else listening? So let's open up to each other's views, each other's opinions, continue the dialogue with each other. And we hope that with that message we also sort of promote better understanding between different people, different cultures, different countries, because that's what we desperately need in times like these. A slogan is such an important element in the production of a Eurovision Song Contest, because you have to make so many creative decisions that you need some sort of a theme that you can rely on and to relate to, because you work with a lot of people and you want all these people to sort of come together behind one message. And that's why it's so important that your entire creative team is involved with the creation of that slogan and can also support it in their work throughout the year. So we work with the head of show, with the multi-camera directors, with the people who are involved with the creative decisions, and they all together came up with Open Up. Then we had to convince the board and the EBU, and they also fully embraced it, which we were of course very happy about.
Were other slogans considered during the process?
Oh yeah, lots of post-its all over the place. Of course we started thinking about things like music first, something that Duncan said in his victory speech after he won in Tel Aviv.
This is to music first, always. Thank you, thank you!
We considered themes that were more about the concept of water, because the Netherlands is a country that sort of managed to live with the water. We have a very special relationship with water, but they didn't make it.
Share the moment, feel your heartbeat and come together. These are just a handful of slogans that were used in the past years. Which year has been a good example of slogan implementation?
Finding a good slogan is so hard that it's impossible to even start criticizing any of those slogans. So I think they all did an amazing job, not only in picking a slogan, but also in sort of finding the creative elements that link to that slogan in the shows. It also becomes harder over time because some of the really good options have already been used before. So coming up with something new every year becomes increasingly hard. I think Come Together was very good, not only because it conveyed what the Eurovision Song Contest is about, but also because it fit really well in that time. As you may remember, that was sort of 2015, 2016. That was the time the refugee crisis started. Europe was having very difficult discussions about, what should we do with this issue, and it created division. And the message of the 2016 Eurovision Song Contest was, come together, let's unite behind something. Let's unite behind music, and understanding of each other. And I think the producers in Sweden were very good at conveying that, for example, with their interval act, The Great People. There's a lot of work to do. We are finalizing a stage concept. We are finalizing a branding concept. The show team is working really hard on 3 amazing opening acts for the 2 semifinals and the grand final. For interval acts, we are shortlisting presenters. We have to make a decision about that fairly soon as well. So there's a lot of work to do. And then, of course, something that I know a lot of fans are waiting for is the start of the ticket sales, which we still would like to do well before the holidays, because I'm sure there are a lot of people who cannot wait to get a Eurovision ticket under the Christmas tree.